morning to you. This is a very beautiful Thursday, and you're welcome to this exciting program where, of course, we have a lot of lineups for you that will definitely enlighten you. We will be talking about issues ranging from security and also we'll be talking to a movie producer, FCT based, and he's doing amazingly well for himself through the media and through comedy. We have a lot to talk about, so you need to stay tuned with us to learn one or two things. My name is Cynthia Benyogo.
And my name is Simeon Sondi. This and more we have lined up for you today. Let's kick start with a piece of motivation. As much as we pray for ourselves and our country every day when we step out of the house, it is very important that we pray for our leaders. And this is Isaac Balami motivating you, telling you the need to pray for your leaders.
This is one country that I would say is the most richest country on earth, as far as I'm concerned. We have everything. Is it the human resource? Is it the minerals? What is it? We are blessed with everything. Everything. Strong people, healthy people, good food. We have no reason to be where we are today, but look at it. You're very, very right. Hate speeches. Today you go on the social media, if you read 100 comments, 99 is about hate, insult, division, hatred, greed, falsehood, and what have you. Just imagine, like, I'm a Christian.
People cover up with religions.
Of course, yeah. So the book of 1 Timothy chapter 1, from verses 1 and 2, said, we must pray for our leaders. It didn't say whether APC or PDP. It didn't say this tribe or that tribe. It didn't talk about ethnicity. It talked about leadership. You see? And the point is, the numbers of time we spend complaining, lamenting, insulting, castigating, causing more problems, if we can just spend that time in looking inward, reflecting and praying for our country, trust me, everything's going to be okay. The heart of the king is in the hands of God. So if you say you are a Christian and you believe in the Bible, so you don't believe that the heart of the king is in the hands of God truly? Have you prayed to God to change our leaders? And I'm not talking about APC or PDP. I'm talking about across board, from presidency to world level. They are all leaders. Also, we also have captains of industries in the telecom, aviation, insurance, health, education, name it. So we have a huge responsibility. It is better if you have a wife and all you do is to look at her bad side every day. And maybe possibly if you bring in people to look at it neutrally, they will confirm to you that she's 7 over 10. And that 3% is what you hammer on every day. That marriage will not last. I think it is time when we need to look inward. We need to believe in ourselves. If somebody is at the end of affair, no matter the party the person comes from, we should pray for the person and wish the person well.
Okay, thank you very much, Isaac Balami, for that piece of motivation. And I hope Simeon learns to pray.
I pray for the leaders, the good ones, actually. And that is why we always bring to you health tips. So this is the health tips for you.
The tonsils is an aggregation of lymph node tissues. So it's there to prevent or fight infections. And in the children, it may not really be as developed and it's standing in the airway, standing where you have food and air passing through. And for many children, especially those that just pick things and put in their mouths, or those that suck their fingers, they come into contact with a lot of infective organisms. So they have a lot of tonsillitis. And this is even worse with those that also have enlarged adenoids as well. So you have them having a lot of problems with swallowing, with breathing, and coming down with fever, drooling of saliva. So they always have many infections. But the adults also have infections. It doesn't mean that because they are children they have much more infections than the adults. The adults also have, but some in the adults maybe the immune system is more developed. But when you have the adults having tonsillitis repeatedly, then they also come to the hospital. Especially in northern Nigeria and also in the east, you see people going to cut off something in the mouth. something that is in the middle of the mouth. They believe that that is the tonsils. That is actually the uvula. Well, they call it berry, but it's actually not the tonsils. The tonsils are two lymphoid organs within the mouth, in the throat, what we call throat. It's actually called the pharynx or the oropharynx. Now, those two things, they are at the sides, and in some people, it grows so big that it touches, they touch themselves in the center. That's what is referred to as kissing tonsils, because they touch themselves in the center, so the tonsils kiss themselves. It's also because some of them get it by kissing other people, so you get the infection, you know. So it's called kissing tonsils for two different reasons. But those tonsils, if somebody opens the mouth, you will see them at the sides. It's not at the center. You know? So for those that mistakenly remove their uvula thinking they are removing the tonsils, that removal of the uvula does not solve their problems. So they continue to have the sore throat, the smelly breath, and difficulty in eating or in swallowing, pain when they want to swallow, and also some of them have difficulty in breathing.
The height of Aso Rock and the largest relaxation park in FCT. A lot of people don't know this, but let's go on.
Do you know it?
Let's wait for them first. let me do expo and get answers first from people on the street. So this is the Vox Pop for you on this episode of Good Morning Abuja.
Do you know the height of Aso Rock?
The height of Aso Rock? Aso Rock should be 50 feet high now.
No, I don't.
The height of Aso Rock? No.
Okay.
I have no idea about the height of Aso Rock.
Height of Aso Rock? I don't have an idea.
Well, I can't really say. I can't. Well, for now, I can't say because I've not done a research to that extent.
Okay. No, I don't. Okay, I don't.
Zuba Rock.
Okay. Okay.
That's close to Abuja, so let's just say it's Abuja.
No.
We have, but not Abuja, but we have the Zuma Rock.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
Wonderland.
Jabi Park now.
All right. Right. I think it's Millennium Park.
The largest park. The one I used to know is the one very close to Fountain, very close to Transcorp Hilton.
Is that Millennium Park?
Yeah, Millennium Park is the one I know.
Millennium Park. Okay. Millennium Park.
Recreational park. I only know that of. I know art and culture.
I think it should be Millennium Park.
You're welcome back. This is still Good Morning Abuja. And you know, every day on this particular program, we bring you several segments. And on security today, we'll be talking about something very crucial and important. Remember, just a few days ago, there were reports that, a certain community within the FCT was attacked. And this has gone to show that there are security challenges facing residents of the FCT. And against this backdrop, we'll be talking about the security situation in the FCT. And there is none other to talk about this particular challenge right here with us. We have the retired Commissioner of Police right here in the studio. Good morning to you, Barrister.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Welcome to Good Morning Abuja.
Same here. My pleasure.
Okay, so let's talk about the security situation in the FCT. It's quite worrisome that recently residents of the FCT are not feeling safe as they used to be. And this is as a result of the reports, intelligence reports that certain elements have found their way into the FCT and they are residing in certain forests around the FCT. And just recently, we got a report that over 20 people were actually kidnapped by certain elements still within the FCT. So it's becoming so worrisome. And being a security expert and also being a retired commissioner of police for the FCT. What will you say about this?
Thank you very much, Simeon. The point is we should know that insecurity is a global phenomenon. We also talk about global village. You know, like now the pandemic started in China, it has engulfed the whole world, and so many factors contribute to that. But FCT, FCT is the federal capital of Nigeria. That is where everybody thinks everything should happen here. Everybody wants to migrate to FCT. And again, we should know that there's no crime-free society. Even among the 12 disciples, the Holy So Holy, there was a Judas, there was somebody who committed a crime, who sold his master. So crime is an integral part of society. What happens is that in every human society, in every country, in every society, community, what the government does is that the government will do everything possible to ensure that crime is brought to a tolerable level. No crime-free society, like I said earlier. Sociologists too, that have been proven empirically there's no crime-free society. The point is that what the government does, like the federal government is doing, with all the security agencies have been established, the Nigerian police, all the security agencies, the military, all they are up and all doing their best to ensure that Nigeria is safe and secure for every law-abiding citizens. Like Section 14B of the Constitution provides that the prime purpose of government is security and well-being of the citizens, the welfare of the citizens and security of the citizens. And that's why the government is ensuring that Nigerian citizens are safe and secure. But then you cannot rule out the fact that there could be some miscreants, the other factors that have exacerbated security, unemployment, poverty, bad governance, bad leadership, corruption, our weak institutions and so forth. These are all factors. Urban migration, all of these are factors that exacerbate insecurity. So, and you can rule out the fact that, like I said, no crime-free society. But what the government does, the government will establish institutions, the Nigerian Police Force, which is the primary agency in terms of law and order, preventing crime, that's in the Police Act, maintain law and order, protect life and property, and the police is all on their feet doing this. The police is doing, in fact, I can say unequivocally, the Nigerian Police Force is the most dedicated police institution, the most dedicated agency in this country in terms of service. It's a not-profit oriented institution. No policeman serves less than 12 hours a day. But other institutions, if you serve more than 8 hours, you're being given allowance. Policemen will be their police paid, no house accommodation, welfare is poor, motivation is poor, even the site is even antagonistic to the police and so forth. So there are so many factors that contribute to this insecurity. You need to motivate somebody to be able to perform. Even a child in the house, you have to motivate the child, encourage the child. So, but again, and some Nigerians actually appreciate the police, like I'm sure there's some media like the NTA, and like which I know too well. And when I was in service, I was actually partnering. We were having programs, a lot of programs together. So the point is that insecurity is a global phenomenon. It's an integral part of man. Like Igbo parable say that a mother can only vie for the child in the womb. The child in the back and from his back, unknown to her, she would steal a banana. So find out that insecurity crime is an integral part of society. But like I said earlier, a responsible government would do its best to ensure that the citizens are safe and secure, the security is provided to guarantee the safety of all abiding citizens. And again, there is also a provision under 24 year of the Constitution provides that it's constitutional to every Nigerian citizen to assist the agency in maintaining law and order. But the point is that in this country, most of us Nigerians suffer, we emphasize on our rights, as if we have no obligations. Obligation to the society, obligation to obey the law of the land, obligation to be a good responsible citizen. But how many of us do that? Even giving information to the police, some of us even say, oh, that negative perception about the police, oh, you give information to the police will reveal it to the person and so forth. That is supposed to be so. The citizens under Section 24E are obligated under the law, under the supreme law of the land, to assist the agencies between law and order. And one of the major ways they can assist is giving information to the police, encouraging the police, supporting the police, and partnering with the police. And that is based on that vein that the IGP and DAMO has established, and with the approval of Mr. President, community policing, which is helping the public, encouraging the police to participate and partner with the police in ensuring that their communities are safe and secure for all abiding citizens.
Okay, you said something about citizens always talking about their rights and all, but so do you think there should be like a form of orientation for citizens on how they can work hand in hand with the police? Because, I mean, a lot of unsavory elements right now are rumored to have invaded the FCT. But what ways or roles can they play to assist the police in ensuring that they themselves are safe, the family is safe, and the security, their community rather, is also safe?
Like I see the slogan, say something, say something. That's information sharing. Give information to the police. You see, some of these criminals, they come, they live in the midst of the people, they stay with the people, interact with the people see them, they enter vehicles, they go to the park, they come to buy it in the market, and people see them. Every Nigerian should be security conscious. When you see anybody you suspect, don't hesitate to report to the police, nearest police station or the security agency. Don't hesitate. Have that confidence in the police. And the police should also make themselves worthy of the trust of the citizens by ensuring that
yes, very important.
They make themselves worthy of the trust of the citizens and ensure that they work in line with traditional best practices by being professional, by keeping with their rules of engagement and being ethical, and again ensuring that they should let the public know that they are there for them. Let the public know that the police mandate is there to serve effectively for the betterment of the society. But again, the society also needs to encourage the police, support the police, and make the police effective. Because baggage in, baggage out.
Yeah.
If you don't support the police, how the police to support you? Life is based on reciprocity. We need to support each other and work for the benefit of others, what they call team spirit. The public need to team with the police need to team with the public. That kind of symbiotic relationship between the police and the public. And that will make the society safe and secure for the benefit of everybody. If the information that people have, some miscreants have migrated to FCT, it will shine your eyes and shine your ears. And show such things, report to the police and ensure that it can be flushed out to make the society safe and secure for the benefit of all.
Okay. Citizens need to be aware that they can work hand in hand
with to the security outfits.
Have that confidence.
So as a security,
you ask a question. How can the citizens be aware of the constitution of this region?
Exactly.
24 year of the constitution. The media has a role to play. Like talk about peace journalism. What role the media can do to educate the citizens? Because the media is under the constitution. Media is supposed to educate, inform, and enlighten the public. So it's therefore question comes back to the media. National orientation, are they doing their job? I used to know in those days when they have Mansa. Mansa, when Mansa was in vogue, if my daughter, if we're in the car, even if you see anybody throwing a banana or any pill, that person has done this. Everybody was conscious. So it is good that security consciousness of our role,
should be revived.
Our obligation should be revived and reinvented. Let everybody know that we have a duty. We have to make our security safe and secure, make our society safe and secure for all.
Okay, so now let's talk about personal security. As much as we believe that security outfits are obligated to protect citizens, and that's what the government should do. So now let's come to private security. What are the common security mistakes we do as individuals, and what should we watch out for, and how can we protect ourselves as citizens?
Yeah, it's in sociology. That's what they call victim-perpetrated crime in sociology. That the victim creates an avenue, creates the circumstance for the criminal to commit crime on you. Okay. For instance, you go to the car, you leave your laptop in your car, it is transparent, the criminal part says you leave your purse in the car, or you leave your wares, very valuables in the car, or you carry your money so that you put that you have carry money. You have to be security conscious, make safety consciousness to ensure that you don't make yourself to being prone, being vulnerable to being attacked. You have to be conscious. Whatever you're doing, be conscious that you could be that. You have to be like this author they call said sleep like a snake and sleep like a cat. You say a snake you can as if it doesn't sleep. Any movement, the snake will be at alert. And a cat sleep. Is it safe to tread? Is that so forth? So we should be very, very vigilant, sleep like a snake and sleep like a cat. And we should all be vigilant and make sure that we even in our houses, even our children, our wards, we should educate them. Anybody that comes asks you, is daddy in? Has daddy traveled? You don't give information. You have to have the share information. This is also very, very important.
Okay.
Your wards, yourself, information management is very, very important. The important thing is that be security conscious and be at alert at all times.
Okay, so our guests for today have told you, be vigilant. And one thing I can take from this discussion is sleep like a snake and sniff like a cat. Be vigilant.
See something.
Say something. Be smart and be vigilant. Be alert at all times. Thank you so much, Barrister Lawrence Alobi, for coming. He is a retired police commissioner for the FCT right here. We appreciate you, sir, for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Was broke. but I was happy. Not until I met Chief Otumba.
When I become the senator, I'm going to buy you a duplex.
Oh, Chief, thank you so much. He promised to treat me like a son. But instead, he has subjected me to the life of a dog, trapped in the four walls of this room.
Okay, this is still Good Morning Abuja. We've been having an amazing time on this program. Different segment lined up for you. Now let's move on to something exciting and entertaining as well. So we have a guest in the studio. He's a comedian, an actor, is a radio personality, and I'm beginning to wonder how he gets to juggle all this in one. And also he's a movie producer. So I'm talking about none other than MC Diamond. MC Diamond, how are you doing?
I'm alright, I'm good.
I see you're a celebrity, we are celebrating you. So how do you juggle all these things? You're a comedian, you're an actor, you're a movie producer, you're a radio personality. How do you juggle all this in one?
You know, entertainment is a big brand on its own. And for me, I think if you're doing entertainment, it wouldn't be very difficult to actually spread your wings across the different arms of entertainment. So where
are you from, first of all?
Okay, I'm Igbo from Imo State, and I understand other languages too, like Hausa.
We just watched your movie trailer,
Yes.
Twists.
Yeah.
So what was twisting about that movie trailer? Give us the rundown, the plot, the story.
Okay, basically the movie is really discouraging political vices, political issues like social vices rather. So it's basically talking about encouraging youths to do the right thing. I shot the movie because I observed that several youths are actually, in a way, losing their focus, and instead of chasing their future, they are either arms in the hands of some wicked people trying to cause damages. And I thought I should send out a message out there to encourage them and also to to bring them back to track.
So do you think this message now has gotten to the right people, or will eventually get to the right people?
Yeah, through this medium, I think we're preaching the message very well, and and as a matter of fact, we've actually premiered the movie. We invited a whole lot of young people to sit down and enjoy the movie.
Was that before COVID or after COVID?
That was actually before COVID.
Oh, before COVID. So
hope we maintain social distancing.
So how was it like putting all the cast and crew together and producing this particular work?
Well, this was actually the whole project was financed by me.
Wow.
And,
Independently.
Basically, the thing is, I worked with most of my close people, like friends in the industry, and then those people I've been able to build relationship with. So it wasn't really difficult getting them together, and it wasn't difficult having them work with me. It flowed very well. I've been in the game for a while. I've featured in some top movies. I've seen how it works. In fact, as a matter of fact, I'll be on set this weekend.
So is this your first project as a producer?
No, that's
not
second.
as an actor.
My second. Yeah.
Oh, this is your second.
The first is called Careless.
Careless.
Yes.
Wow. It seems like for every project you work on, there's always a message behind that.
There's always a message. I don't want to be in the league of producers that want to just produce to tell their village people that I'm now having a project, a movie project. I want to produce to send a message across to Nigerians. Because the truth is, every day there is one problem to solve in the world. And it's proper we look for every medium we can and harness it to send a message across.
Okay. So as an actor, tell us, who are the A-list actors you've worked with?
Well, I've worked with Frederick Leonard. I've worked with Lancelot as a producer. And I've worked with Desmond Elliott. I've worked with Nazareth Jesse. I've worked with a couple of them. I can't really remember.
Any new projects that we should be looking forward to? Or
yes.
You try to direct? Will you have a directorial debut anytime soon?
Well, I actually produced and directed the Twist.
Oh, you directed as well?
Yeah, I directed.
Now it's director and producer.
Yes, I think directing has to do with your creative mindset. You understand? Well, my next project is, I'm actually a comedian, an MC. and an OAP, like you said. So now I'm trying to do more of the series that have to do with comedy.
Okay, comedy series.
Yeah, I'm bringing out a series called Oga Landlord. And it's going to be coming out every Friday on YouTube. And it's actually a series that will be coming per episode. And we intend to pass a lot of messages.
Oh, so what message will you be passing? Aside the comical effect it will have on the viewers, what messages are you trying to?
I'm going to be, the Oga Landlord is centered on making people laugh, first of all. But we would actually feature some different characters, such as we're thinking of bringing in civil servants into the picture. We are going to touch different arms to project what they look like. I'm actually the Oga Landlord.
Oh, you're the Oga Landlord. So we should be anticipating to see you give people trouble and ask for rent.
Serious trouble. Serious trouble.
What I want to know now is if you'll be acting, directing, producing, and writing the script of this.
Okay, I'm on the script already right now.
Are you the one writing?
Yeah, I'm the one writing it.
Script writer, director, producer, actor.
Very soon you'll become a makeup artist and a cinematographer. Only you one, the project manager, production manager.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
It's wonderful.
To, more great works from you. Especially Oga Landlord.
Yeah, Oga Landlord.
And I hope we get featured in one of the series.
Oga Landlord is coming soon. Heavy.
All right, thank you very much.
All right, right
now,
it's been an amazing time on Good Morning Abuja, and of course we have learned one or two things, especially as regards security tips, where we had the retired Commissioner of Police talking about Lawrence Alobi, who came to tell us something specifically, and that is when you see something, say something. And also he says something that you need to know, and that's sleep like a snake and then sniff like a cat.
I've never heard that before, so it's really interesting
to hear that, right? Anyway, special thank you to all our guests who took out time. Also to our brother, the guy who told us about Orak. Yes, the Orak designers in Abuja, as well as our guest, MC Diamond, who came to talk about his movie. Thank you so much to all of them. It's been an amazing time.
All right, I hope you had an amazing time also with us. I mean, it's not just for us to have the fun, but I hope you too learned one or two things right here on this program. This is Good Morning Abuja, and this is where we'll call it a day. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, same station. And if you have any business for us, be it seminars, events, goods or services that you want to talk about, this is a perfect platform for you. So therefore, call any of the phone numbers on your screen right now.
Remember to stay safe out there as you step out of your house, and ensure you wash your hands with soap and running water. Use alcohol-based hand sanitizer. Ensure you put on your face mask. Please, not chin mask, face mask and your face shield. Thank you so much for joining us. From us, Simeon Sunday.
And I am Cynthia Benyogo.
Have a blessed day.